After 2 years in charge of Arsenal Football Club, Mikel Arteta has transformed Arsenal from grass to grace, and now Arsenal want to give him a new contract come the end of the season. However, the problem, PSG have already identified Mikel Arteta as a potential replacement to the struggling Mauricio Pochettino. In this video, let's find out whether Mikel Arteta will be leaving Arsenal for PSG in the summer, or will he stay at the Emirates Stadium. And also in the transfer roundup, will Lucas Paqueta and Gnabry be on their way to Arsenal in the summer, as Mikel Arteta is really interested in them? Rather lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. This is a very huge video because we are going to be discussing lots and lots of stories in here. Of course, make sure you do subscribe to the channel down there. Make sure you hit the like button as well, because it massively helps the channel. Leave your comments below in the comment section, because I'm going to be asking you questions around this video. So leave all your comments there, leave all your reactions down in the comments below, because they really matter to the channel and to me as a content creator as well. Well, let's start off with Mikel Arteta and PSG. Now this morning I was really shocked, but of course I really do expect it right now. Arsenal is in a real dilemma. PSG is interested in Mikel Arteta. Now, according to the Daily Mail today, they have actually put out a very interesting story, and they have said, look, PSG have actually drawn up a 9-man shortlist, including Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta and Tottenham manager Antonio Conte, to replace Manchester United target Mauricio Pochettino this summer after failing to win the UEFA Champions League. Now, when I'm even not gonna lie, when I looked at this story in the morning, I was like, look, this is mere speculation. But then I remembered that yesterday I did a huge story, Pochettino really being sacked. Now, it is true, PSG are considering parting ways with Mauricio Pochettino, with some sources including that it is actually official, he will be leaving at the end of the season. Arsenal are planning to give Mikel Arteta a new contract. We badly want him to stay, and we want to give him a long-term contract, and we are still very confident. According to Football London's Chris Whitley, he says Arsenal are really confident that he will sign a new deal. Now, according to Chris Whitley, in a tweet that he actually put out this morning, this is what he said: Arsenal are confident that Mikel Arteta will commit to a new long-term contract with the club as Paris Saint-Germain monitor their situation. Of course, this is a very tough time, guys, and I'm gonna ask you, is it a time where we ask, give Mikel Arteta whatever he wants, or we say, let us move on to someone else? He has really done a very good job in terms of laying the foundation, but if we want to win the title, should we stick with Mikel Arteta, or should we actually go ahead and find someone better with experience? Of course, there's a huge debate there, but of course, Arsene Wenger did come out over the weekend and said, look, Mikel Arteta is recapturing, he has started collecting and bringing back the spirits of Arsenal fans, the spirit around Arsenal Football Club, and he could be the right manager. I need your thoughts there, lads, in the comments below, in the comment box below. Which manager do you think is right to take Arsenal to the next level? Is it Mikel Arteta? Should we give him whatever he wants, or should we actually find a new manager? Well, lads, moving on to more Arsenal content. Romano today has also confirmed 2 deals of players that will be leaving Arsenal in the summer, and that is Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, this is what he's actually put out today in the morning. He said Fiorentina are now more than happy with Lucas Torreira. Talks on to reach an agreement on a permanent deal with Arsenal. There is a €15 million buy option or clause included in the loan deal, and Arsenal are very open to let him go, and that would mean we will be getting 25 to 26 million from the sale of Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi to Olympique Marseille. I'm not even gonna lie, lads, I'm really hard when I say less than 30 million, less than 50 million for such a player like Matteo Guendouzi. Of course, for Lucas Torreira, I've never believed that he's such a very huge talent. I've never believed that he's a big player, but I always felt he's a very good squad player. He's a very good player in terms of work ethic, in terms of a player sitting on the bench and providing that kind of cover to your starters. But of course, he wants to be away from Europe. He wants to be away from the UK. He wants to be away from London. He's very happy in Italy, and we really cannot stand in his way. But 15 million euros, that is a little bit too little. I think we should actually stretch it to around 20 million. For me, it would really work. 20 million, that is what I would be expecting. Matteo Guendouzi also as well will be joining Olympique Marseille on a permanent deal after some clauses in his loan deal were actually met. He had to play 38 games for him to play for him to sign permanently for Olympique Marseille, and those there was an option that Olympique Marseille should not get relegated. All of those clauses have actually been met, and those two will be leaving Arsenal very soon. Talking about players leaving and staying, Arsenal are in the process of giving two players long-term contracts so they can actually stay at the Emirates Stadium, and that is Bukayo Saka and Alexander Lacazette. Well, lads, Saka's contract is actually running down. It is believed, according to Fabrizio Romano, that Saka really wants to stay. Of course, we've seen the rumors, we've seen some stories that Bukayo Saka might be thinking about leaving Arsenal Football Club. With Liverpool, one of the clubs really interested. The story was actually broken by the Sun that maybe Bukayo Saka could be thinking, and his entourage could be thinking about greener pastures, about a bigger club like Liverpool, maybe competing for the UEFA Champions League and things like that. But Fabrizio Romano has actually come out and trashed all that. According to Romano, he has said Mikel Arteta will convince Saka to stay. Saka looks at Arsenal as his boyhood club. He loves the club and he really wants to stay. Arsenal are really preparing a huge contract as far as I know, and I think he's not going to go to Liverpool. I think he's not going to go anywhere from Arsenal. It is just these games played by agents. His agent is trying to play here and there, trying to make sure that his player gets a very huge pay rise. Honestly, Arsenal cannot lose, and we cannot afford to lose. Bukayo Saka is our star player. He is the face of the project. If Arsenal dare lose Bukayo Saka because we failed to give him a new contract, that would be the worst mistake we ever make in our lives. Yes, we have made a couple of mistakes, Gnabry being one of them, but Bukayo Saka, a player who's actually arrived, a player who is now a star, you cannot lose him simply like that. So Arsenal looking at giving him a new contract. Let's see how that's actually going to roll out. Now, what is interesting, lads, is Alexander Lacazette. You remember in the summer we had a very huge debate again, lads, on this channel. Should he stay? Should he go? And the answer was, for me, he should go. Many of you lads said he should stay, and he's really done well this season. 3 goals and 7 assists in the Premier League. That is a huge record there for Alexander Lacazette. Ever since the departure of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he's really done well in terms of helping Arsenal score goals, create chances, and also really defend very well. Now, the huge question, lads, is he is our captain. Are we going to let him go in the summer just like that, or are we actually going to give him a new contract? He wants 3 years. Arsenal want to give him 1 extra year. Now, according to the stories I've seen this morning, Arsenal will try to give Alexander Lacazette a new contract until he either accepts it or rejects it. That and more will be coming up in the subsequent episodes if I get anything more to that. And finally, lads, in the transfer update today, 2 more players again have been linked with Arsenal, a move to Arsenal in the summer, and that is none other than Gnabry and Lucas Paqueta. Now, if we start off with Gnabry, there's so many stories, lads, that are actually moving out here and there about Arsenal and Gnabry. The first story was that Arsenal are really monitoring the situation of Gnabry, the contract situation of Gnabry at Bayern. I can confirm 100% from Christian Falk that Bayern want to give him a new contract. They will do anything it takes to give him a new contract, because if you look at the last 5 years, they cannot actually just give him away. He's really developed into a very, very important player. This season already he has 17 goal contributions. Last season around 19 goal contributions, and the season before that, what a season it was. He had almost 40 goal contributions in the German Bundesliga. I doubt Bayern are just going to wake up one day and let him go. Now, according to the stories I've looked at today in the morning, it looks like Mikel Arteta wants Gnabry, and there could be some unfinished business between Arsenal and Gnabry. It is it is estimated that around 63 million would do the deal to bring back Gnabry to Arsenal. I would really want to ask you lads, would Gnabry be that kind of player that you want today? I've discussed him on 99 Sport, and I say if Arsenal get an opportunity to bring him back at the Emirates, make no mistake, bring him at the Emirates Stadium. He is really talented. He's really important. I think he's one of those players that can take Arsenal from average to world class. He's one of those players that can really impact this Arsenal project from minute 1 to minute 90. But what do you think about Gnabry? And I think it is a very possible project. Is it a very possible deal that Arsenal can actually bring him at the Emirates Stadium? And finally, as we try to look for a central midfielder, we've been linked with a couple of them. Lucas Paqueta is back in the news now, according to L'Equipe from France. They are saying Arsenal really have identified Lucas Paqueta as one of those players that they will try to sign as a central midfielder in the summer. Granit Xhaka's time at Arsenal is really running out, and of course you can see lads that I'm really smiling as I say that. I'm really tired of Lucas of Granit Xhaka. He's really doing very well between between January and now. He's been really performing well, but I need someone better. I need a creative central midfielder. I need a bowler. I need someone really better. I need someone like Nicolo Barella. I need a very good central midfielder. So Lucas Paqueta, they are linked with Arsenal, playing with Lyon. It's estimated that around 40 million to 45 million pounds would actually do the deal. It's a difficult one because Lyon in January did sell Bruno Guimaraes to Newcastle. Will they sell another member of their midfield? That will be a question we have to answer in the summer. Smash a like on the video, do subscribe to the channel as well, and let me know in the comment box which midfielder do you want Arsenal to sign, because personally I would love to see Yuri Tillemans as the new midfielder at Arsenal. Answer that question and I'll speak to you right in the next one.